friends and neighbors, we are back. It's me, Akiic to the head. We are back on the old family farm for Farming Simulator 2013. Try to say that 10 times fast. So we are back. As you can see, it's quite bright. From our last episode, we were about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. We are now 1 o'clock in the afternoon, as you can see. And if we quickly check the maps, and let me just switch this back to normal. You can see that these fields are ready for harvest. The potato field isn't quite ready, but it should be by the time we start getting all these completed. And you can see that these next set is about right there. So as soon as we get these done and dusted and planted and stuff, then these will be up and almost ready for harvesting as well. Not only that, but we now have silage again. It's not that much. It's only, like you can see, just shy of 100,000 liters. But it will get us going with the pigs and the cows again. And speaking of the pigs and cows, if we just take a look over potatoes, barley, and pig. Pig starts in 21 hours. Barley starts in 3 days, as you remember, and potato starts in 4 days. So that should be good. Barley and potatoes we should be good on. And if we look, I've got that PDA mod in again, so it's hard to find. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the animals, actually. So here we go. You can see pigs, we are up to 12, and you can see there's no percentage yet, but that's because I just started. But you look, we see we got almost 4,000 liters of manure there, and same with slurry. And if you look at the cows, we've got just over 4,000 liters of manure and just over 5,000 of liquid fertilizer. So we definitely have enough to last us a few of the fields, or a couple of the fields, to make it more clear to understand. Let's just quickly see if there's any eggs to be had. Yep, looks like there's quite a few. Wow, there is lots of eggs to get. So let's get all these picked up. And we quickly take a look at how many we're carrying. We're now carrying 30 eggs with us. So we'll sell those as well. But first we want to get Philip started harvesting. So let's move the old combine out. And we'll jump up in here. And we'll just switch it on. Everything's looking good. And let's slowly move on out of the garage here. There we go. And we'll move it on out to the field. So there's really no particular place we need to start. I mean, they all need to be done, but for sake of ease, we'll probably just start in the back corner on the other side of the cows over there. That's the furthest away, and we'll just get that first. So let's move Philip out there. Nice sunny day, so we'll leave the sunroof on. Now, need to update you on I ran into problems again with mods and stuff. So what I've done is I've removed all more realistic mods from my mod folder. So I have nothing that's more realistic now. The weather, the equipment, the vehicles, everything's been removed. That's more realistic. That way I feel it's going to be a more stable environment for us. And when we ever move to another map and stuff, what I'm going to do is do a fresh, clean install and put in only the mods that we're going to use for that particular map. And most likely, if we use more realistic, then we'll use more realistic as well. So let's bring up our little HUD here. Yeah, we'll have them go up and down. That's fine. Let's do our width offset by 0.5 meter. And I want to turn the turn offset by 0.5 meter. And let's go ahead and get him started. There we go. And let's... What happened? What happened? Okay, let him go. We'll see how that looks. That should be good. He shouldn't run into any problems. So let's move over to the trucks. You can see I've got the tractors here ready to clean out the manure, but we want these. This is what we want. So let's take these sides down, turn our mirrors on, and bring this out to the field. And then we'll pick up the other truck and we'll load that up with liquid manure. We don't quite need it yet, but we'll try to do as much as we can in the one episode, just so it would save us time later. Okay, we're good on fuel and everything. That's fine. We don't need fuel. And we'll just pull. You can see the new grass is growing out there already. Let's see where the best place to pull this out of the way is right now. Put it right here for right now. And this will just back the trailer up, just to get it out of the way. And then we'll pull forward and pick up the slurry tanker. Turn on our mirrors. Let's see if we can get out of here. There we go. Let's run out to the pig shed first. We'll grab our slurry from that area first. Now we're going to have to fight the tractors a little bit because they're in the way. And you can see Philip is almost full. So we're going to need to jump back over and offload him as well. Corn's coming up nicely. It's looking great. So for a reminder, we got 2 cornfields, a rather large one here, and then the smaller one over there in field 9 over by the pigs. And he's just about full. So what we will do is we'll pull up over here at the pig farm and then jump on over and take care of that. Go. And he's coming back on the right direction. That's good. So let's go ahead and pull on down. There he is. He's now full. Yep, that's the one we want. Now try to make it into the piggies, to the slurry, and get that filled up. So I'm doing this a day in advance. Didn't get much comments on the farming simulator video that I released today being Wednesday the 7th of August. So what I did is I just went ahead and fertilized the remaining fields that needed to be fertilized. And won't worry about the grass right now because it don't really need the grass right now, really. Our main concern is getting the mixed rations going and stuff, so we got to do that straight away. We'll do that here in a second as soon as I jump over and get, that's all the liquid manure there, get Philip unloading and stuff and get this slurry tanker filled up. Then we'll jump in and try to do that real fast. We'll have to fill up the manure trailer here as well to free up the tractor that we have over here to scoot. Let's cut through old man Earl's place. He won't mind. Come on over here to the cows. Now, why does it seem like he's not filling up any more? It's like he stopped for some reason. Although it does say he's moving. 2.3 miles an hour but his barley is not increasing. Why is that? Let me pull over here to the... Now there it goes. It must have been turning around or something. That was odd. For a long time it wasn't increasing. Okay, and we got this almost full. It won't be a full load, but it'd be almost a full load. Oh, what do you know? I stand corrected. It was a full load. How about that? Hallelujah. Let's go park it back over here. And I'm just going to pull into that stall for the time being. And just back up a little bit here, get on it a little straight, and pull into place. There we go. Drop that off. And we will back in, get the trailer. There we go. And he's almost full, so we'll just pull this right to here and stop that. Yep, he's almost full. Let's flip this around. So most of everything that we're going to harvest this time around will be saved, except for any wheat that we get. We can sell the wheat right away, as there's no demand for that really right now. And let's go ahead and quickly take the manure out of here. One scoop should do it. Ooh, excuse me, hiccups. Well, it looks like we're going to need more than, well, there's a little bit left in there. I'm not sure how much. Let's drop this in. There we go. Okay. And then we'll just see if there's any more left in there. We'll take this over to the cows, scoop that out, and then we will work on, yep, there's only 254 liters in there. Then we will work on mixed rations in between offload and fill up and stuff. So we'll try to get as much done as we can. Getting a little more into place. There we go. Perfect. Okay, let's run this back over to the farm. If I had the follow me mod installed, we can just have both of these drive at one time, but unfortunately I don't. I've never been able to get that to work. Follow me mod would make it nice. You can just have the one follow you wherever you go. If I was confident in getting Courseplay to work, I'd work on Courseplay as well, but I have never messed with it. I've downloaded it once, probably a year ago, and I found it all really confusing, couldn't figure it out, so I really need to play with it some more. I know Ian Robson uses it a lot. Almost in everything he does, he uses Courseplay for. So I know he has a couple of tutorial videos I've checked out, and maybe I'll download it and give it another go and try Courseplay. Especially if we move to a bigger farm in the next series, we'll probably need it more than likely. So we don't have to do everything ourselves. And he's almost full again. He's about 70% full. Let's pull into here. And we'll just pick up this manure here. Is that it? No more than that in there? Surely there's more than that. Manure. Yeah, there's still another 1,000 liters in there. There we go. We're full now. So let me get the other tractor back. He's going to be full before we get back. And this is 71%, so it's not going to take that full bucket that we have. But we'll have one full slurry tanker and probably a trailer and a half of solid manure that we'll be able to utilize. And we still have 1,000 liters of liquid manure over at the cows. And he is full. So let's just pull this right here out of the way of traffic. And we'll fill him or offload him and take this and dump it into the silos. Get rid of that. We don't need that. We'll get rid of that. We don't need that. It's a nice shot right there. Matter of fact, we'll take a screenshot of that. There we go. That was a nice one there. Okay. So let's take this back into, well, I hate this small keyboard in the dark. I always get my fingers off because the keys are so close together with my big fingers. So we'll dump this real fast. See all the fresh grass coming up from where we harvested for the silage pit. It's all nice and bright green. Back this into place. And we're offloading. We'll run back out. Offload Philip one more time, then we'll switch and finish doing the manure, then we can work on the mixed rations. We'll try to get everything done that we can get done. There we go again. Try to get done as much as we can get done in a short amount of time, because we're looking at almost 20 minutes into the video again already. And this seems like it goes by so quickly, so quickly. I just don't see how people can do 10-15 minute videos, because I mean, you don't have time to do anything unless they do 1 or 2 hours worth of recordings, but then they break it up into 15-20 minute videos or 10-15 minute videos. Maybe that's what they do. I don't know, but I don't know if I would like to doing that. I mean, that's a possibility I guess I could look at. But then you run into the problem of having nice clean breaks and transitions and your exit commentary and stuff like that. So unless you just plan for it and, you know, say, okay, thanks for joining me, that's the end of this episode, and then you just pause it and then pick it right back up with a new one. But I don't like getting so much of the recordings and stuff done. I like to do them as I've recorded them. That way I know where the breaks are and how to transitions and stuff like that. So we'll have to see. I suppose there's really nothing wrong with the way I'm doing them. I mean, they're still getting done, and the only problem is you never seem to be able to have enough time to get everything done that you want to get done. I'll just fill this up here. And it won't take it all. There it is, that's all. And he's full again, so we need to go offload him as well. Here we go. Let's pull him out. Then what we'll do is we'll offload Philip one more time, then we'll switch to the mixed rations. So let's get turned around. Okay, there we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and just move this right beside the wall here. Park the manure trailer here, and then go pick up the mixed ration trailer. There we go. Let's go pick up the mixed ration trailer. We'll move this out to the ramp, and we'll finally be able to get the animals up to full production. Now, if I remember right, it should be 3 scoops from this, and then the rest with grass, if I recall my mixture correctly. Okay. Now let's move this out and go get the silage. Okay. Now I've been looking at other farms to try. My current favorite right now, I must say, is the Bagmore Farms. Bagmore's farm is a real-life farm set in Scotland. The actual farmyard and the country lanes and stuff are really small, as you would expect from Scotland, but the fields themselves are enormous. I can't believe how big those fields are. They're just unbelievably huge. But what makes it a particular challenge is, although the fields are large, you can't actually use the very largest equipment due to limitations of the streets. So it does make it a challenge. It's been really fun though. Like I said, I've been playing around with it for the last couple of days, and it's also been set up to do the soil management mod, the new soil management mod, where you have to use you have to actually either plow or cultivate the manure into the ground after you spread it. So if you don't do that, then the yield, it doesn't produce any extra yield. So you'll plow it, spread it with manure or liquid manure or fertilizer. Then you either have to cultivate it in or plow it in again in order for the yield to actually work. Then you have to use pesticides and stuff to keep the grass and weeds and stuff from growing in it. So it adds a lot more realism to it, but I still have to figure out how to get it to work. I mean, I'm not really familiar with it. It's already been set up. You don't have to edit any of the files and stuff that need to be edited. You just need to stick the files in there. But for some reason, I still can't get it to work. That's why I have the new PDA again, where you have to go through all the different screens. It will actually show you the pesticides and all that you have. Okay, so there's the 3 that he has. He's now full again as well, so let's empty him real fast. Then we'll be able to mix some grass in there, and we'll have our first load of silage for the cows. We'll get them first, as they are more important. So let's get them going. Let's just open up our F1 screen and switch to, let's turn the HUD on for a minute and switch to there. There we go. And then we'll grab some grass. And there's our mixed rations and 18,000 liters. So let's shut our lights off and go dump this in the cows, and we'll have them set. They should go to 110%, I believe, then. Right now they're at 55%, but this should put them to the 110%. Now, it won't do it instantly, of course. I believe it won't happen until the next hour. Okay, and there we go. And watch that mixed ration go up. Now it's going to take this and then some, because we bought more cows from the last time that we had it as well. So I believe it took two and a half trips of this last time, but we're going to use, that's all we're going to use for that currently. I can give more offline later, but the next load will be for the pigs, so that way they will get going as well. How are we doing on fuel? Okay, right now on fuel. There we go. go. Now again, we'll get the 3 scoops here. And I just want to see how much we still have in there. Still 82,000 in there. Okay, that's good then. 3,500 a whack though. That's going to be 7. What's that? 10,500. There we go. How's he doing? He's still okay. There's first scoop. How are we doing on time? Almost 30 minutes in already. So what I think we'll do is by the time he gets that field finished and we get the pigs done, that's going to be an episode, I believe. And like I said, of course, I'll top up the animals with all the mixed rations off camera, the rest of it. And I'll probably do all their water and food that way off camera. And then next episode we can concentrate more on the actual fields and stuff again. That was 2 scoops. And we'll get the final scoop here. And there we go. And we still got 71,000 in there. So almost 72,000. Okay, he is full again. So let's just dump this real fast. There we go. Oh, I love that ramp. That ramp's been a godsend for us. There we go. And it should take the last bit here. Let's get rid of this right now. Let's make sure it's all going into the trailer. Let me take a quick drink of water, or Let me take a drink of my water quickly. Voice gets so dry. There we go. Let's move this out of the way. And we'll go dump this real fast. Then we'll take that over to the pigs. We still got to get grass in there for the mixed rations. Now, it won't take the full 18,000 for the pigs, so we'll be able to bring some of that back into the cows. Now, let's just back this into place. Let's go get this. It didn't finish dumping, did it? Nope, of course not. Oh, it is. Okay, it's still dumping. Good. Okay, there's our mixed rations. Let's quickly move the truck back out. How are we doing on time? 30 minutes. Okay. So I've been trying to keep these around 30-35 minutes, but it just seems like it always ends up going to 40-45 minutes every time, regardless of what I try to shoot for. Okay. And he's got 43% on there, so he should be able to make it all the way back down here on this trip. So if I just pull this right down here and park it right here, it should be good. Let's take this over to the cow, or to the pigs rather. Out of the way, chicks. Now I've been watching, I don't know if you guys watch or look at my Twitter account and my Google Plus account, and now I'm on Tumblr as well. I've been on Tumblr for a long time, but I've just never used it. And I'm starting to utilize Tumblr more and more now. But I've seen, you know, little hits and misses, or not hits and misses, but little teaser stuff from giants and stuff about Farming Simulator 15. They're just not releasing very much information at all. I did send them a tweet earlier today asking, you know, if there's going to be an early access, or if we can get copies, maybe a review copy and stuff, to be able to do a early review type thing on it. But they haven't got back to me yet. I'm hoping they will. I'm sure they probably won't, as I am so small anyway. But it would be nice to be able to get an early access, or even if I paid for early access, I wouldn't mind doing that. Just to get an early look at it would be really nice. It's supposed to be out in October from all accounts, but we'll have to see. Okay, here we go. Let's fill them up. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Why did it... Where did my icon go? Why is mixed rations not accepted here? Yes, they are. What is going on? I know I saw the emblem to begin with. Am I missing something? Okay. I am missing something here. Okay. Now, I know mixed rations are accepted there. Okay, cows. Fertilizer, that's not what I want. I want this. Sheep, chickens, pigs. Total mixed rations. They do take mixed rations. Let me try the middle door. Because I know we used this door last time for mixed rations. And do I have mixed rations? Yeah, it's definitely mixed rations. So I'm not sure what gives here. You know what I need to do, maybe? Hang on a sec. Let's try this. No, I know I'm not going to have enough room to turn around in there. I was going to drive down the side there, but there's definitely not enough room for that. So what I'm going to try to do... Let me do this. I'm going to try to get it to turn. That's not what I want to do. Let's get straight on there. Okay, he's finished over there, so that's good. But he's still full, so he didn't empty the load. Okay, that's not working there either. There we go. Boy, that was a tough one. Oh, where's he at? Alrighty then. Okay, let's get him fired up. Let's move out of the tree. So it used just over 8,000 liters of mixed rations. Okay, offload that. And we'll quickly grab the here. Let's get out of here. So we still got a little bit for the cows we can use. So that was more difficult than it needed to be, for sure. I don't know why it was so difficult this time. Before it, come on. I keep doing that every time. There we go. So we'll take this, drop it off at the cows, and we'll call it an episode. And if with any luck, we'll finish up right around 40 minutes. It's 35.5 minutes now. Really like to look at the cornfield. It's coming up nicely. And let's just check the prices real fast. Wheat is down currently, so we don't want to sell it. Canola's up, but we don't really have any canola to sell. Everything is up. Let's see what the price of pigs are. 208 at the butcher shop. That's actually kind of low, so I don't want to use that yet. And we got 10,000 liters of canola. Guess we could sell some canola, but I'd rather hold off. Let's just drop this and get rid of this. And let's check the cows. They're still at 55%. Okay, and you can still take more mixed rations, but that's it for right now. I'll do more later, like I said, off camera. Let's just take this back out to the ramp, park it, and we'll call it our episode. We're doing good. I mean, I'm quite happy. The farm is still kicking along, and like I said in last episode, we are almost to a point, I can feel it in my bones, that we're almost to a point where the money's going to really start coming in hot and heavy, and we'll be able to hit our last two goals really quickly. I really feel it in my bones that that's coming. There we go. And let's go ahead and just move him over to the other field just to get ready. And what we'll do is we'll just pull him right here. We'll go ahead and shut that off. And just empty this and we'll call it our episode. And just come around here. Forget what's the wipers, the number key. Don't remember what those are. I got the German keyboard, and so that symbol's not in the same place, so I'd have to pick around and find it. Okay, let's just back this in. There we go. Let that offload. So there you go, folks. Once again, another episode done, and dusted. 3 times done, because one's just not enough. So, if you like the episode, as always, smash that like up button. It really, really helps me out. Makes me know that you're still enjoying the content. As always, leave your comments and suggestions below. I do reply to them all, regardless of whether it's negative or positive. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me restart that. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see y'all again next episode on the Old Family Farm. It's me, Kick to the Head. Bye-bye.